Well, more than 16,000 students in Toronto are facing possible suspension if the municipal public health agency doesn't receive their complete vaccination records. In Ontario, students must be vaccinated against measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria, tetanus, polio, whooping cough, and chickenpox, barring an approved exemption. But for some parents and guardians in Toronto, they have submitted their full vaccination records, and they're still facing suspension threats from the board. Joining us this morning to share about her experience as a Toronto parent, Bronwyn Alsop, who has 2 kids who are currently in elementary school. Good morning.
Hi, how are you doing?
I do good. Listen, I can relate to this story. This happened to us in another school board in the last couple of years. Toronto Public Health says suspensions are going to begin in earnest in March. Tell us about your experience so far in the system.
It's ridiculous. I've received these things early in November, and then I went and checked just to make sure I didn't do anything incorrectly, and everything was there. I spoke to Toronto Public Health again, and they told me that everything was fine. And then I contacted the school. I even synced the call with our administration. They confirmed with the admin that everything was up to date, and then we still got this stupid letter again in December. I also, the first time, got it for both of my children. The second time, I got it for my son. And I'm just sick of it. Like, we've done everything. And, you know, I work in healthcare. I'm, you know, doing the vaccines is very important. I work with babies daily, and I'm done everything I can. But it's like this brokenness in our system just won't get their act together and figure out why they're sending out all these, you know, unnecessary letters that are causing stress to families. And if you go to, from my board, the TDSB, they have no idea why the TPH is doing it, and TPH just sort of dumps it back on them. So when are they going to get their act together?
Well, that's just a great question. Yeah, no, you and thousands of other parents. We did reach out to them. Here's what they shared with us in a statement in part. It says, TPH is working to increase immunization coverage by enforcing the IPSA requirements, vaccination requirements, expanding accessible ways for parents to submit vaccination records. They then went on to list online supports, tutorials, reminder letters, and school health nurse teams, it says, can help in responding to concerns. But when you go to any of these supports, and you've done this, right? You've uploaded the vaccination records. Right.
Yeah, that's what you have to do when you submit your kids to school. It's something you automatically have to do. What they've done is they've lost our records. My kids are now 10 and 8, and there's a huge mass of group people like myself who have already submitted it, and they have lost them. I've heard every time you call TPH, they give you a different reason. You talk to different people every time of what's happening. Mm-hmm. The most one that I've heard consistently is they have a new system that they introduced, and what we've been told is that they might have lost records. That's what we've been told is the latest, but I don't know. I don't buy it. Like, now I've been told in January, my son, because they sent me a letter for my son, that he's in the clear now, but I don't buy it. Like, I'm sure I'll get another letter in March.
Well,
so
it's frustrating because it is taxpayer funded, right? And you pay the taxes to assume that it's going to work the way it's supposed to work. Listen, how has this impacted your kids? My kids got called down to the office and came home scared they were going to get kicked out of elementary school.
To be honest, I didn't want to freak out my kids and everything, but I'm actually, it's family day. We're in Florida right now. So I'm so sorry the weather you guys are going through. I'm not looking forward to it, but we're here, and the, you know, CTV called me when I was with my kids, and my daughter's like, what's happening? And why are you doing an interview? So I had to explain it to her then. And she was really upset. She's like, I'm going to be suspended? Mm-hmm. I haven't done anything wrong. Like, why? Like, she didn't get it. And I was like, you know, I said, our systems are broken. I said, they're not, like, keeping your records. And I have submitted everything. Yeah. And I hope they get themselves organized. But I said, don't worry, I've done everything possible. But it made her very anxious. So she's 10.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, given this is an administrative issue on TPH end, it sounds like, what has the school told you about the possibility of exemptions? If you can walk in and provide them that you've vaccinated your kids.
Yeah. What happened is that I emailed everyone at the top that I could. I sort of internally reached out to people that I thought, who's the best person to resolve this issue? It's not, when I look at these issues, I want to resolve it not just for myself, but for other families who are going through this. And no one seemed to know what was going on. Like, it's even... the Ryan Bird, just sorry to quote him here, but he's had this issue with his own kids, but in different schools, and it's frustrating, but he has no idea why it's happening. No one at the top at the TDSB does. We were thinking it was an IT issue, but no one has the answer. So, and the thing that's also really frustrating is for the administrative staff at our school, the frustration that parents are giving to them is really unfair because they're mad. They're thinking it's the secretary's fault or something.
Right.
And it's like parents are furious going in screaming and yelling, but it's not their fault.
Yeah.
So what I want is that, whoever created this at TPH and, the TDSB and I've heard also the Catholic District School Board to sit down and figure out how they can collaborate and actually figure out a better system of doing this to not give parents heart attacks every day.
Yeah, and
it's just not going to work.
In the list of solutions that they give you, a lot of times it is very difficult to get through. If you can find a contact number and then to get someone on the phone, listen, and we know public school systems deal with a cross section of people. So if you have, a parent that can't take time off work to make the calls, or you've got somebody who doesn't have English as a first language, it creates a lot of problems. Plus, a suspension on your child's record is just something that you don't want, especially if it's in an administrative area. Hopefully somebody from the province and from TPH is listening this morning and they get this fixed.
Yeah, and the language barriers is huge. Like I work in public health and I have so many families that cannot speak English that I don't imagine what they're going through. It's just heartbreaking. And I also have clinics that run every 20 minutes where I see babies from 8 till 4. I have had to literally had my phone on silent so I could do this. It's stressful. We have to stop this.
Bronwyn, I want to thank you for coming on this morning, giving us just a slice of what this frustration is like for thousands of parents across the province.
Yeah, that's awful. Thank you so much. And I hope they get their act together.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Bronwyn. If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.